think I'm streaming. I don't know. Is there a way I can see? Let's see here. Shit, I am. Okay. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear me. One second. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
can. Yeah, okay, I can hear. I'm sorry, I'm just testing it out. So this is like a preliminary stream, and I'm not talking to really anyone. I don't think anyone's gonna be here for a while, and that's all right. This is all gonna be uploaded to YouTube, as VODs. I might cut and edit. I don't know if I really want to allocate a lot of time, but the goal of my streams and my video uploads is, God, I'm sorry, I'm learning OBS. I'm learning a lot of things here. The goal of the streams is to really just kind of push me further as a programmer. So I graduated college recently, but it took me a while, and I forgot a lot of things in between when I was in college and when I came back to finish it. And I'd say that like I did a fine job, but I want to be better. I felt like I got extremely rusty and I didn't keep up with new technology, and my edge needs to be honed a little bit. Could use with some sharpening. So the goal of these streams is for me to hopefully, I'm not really teaching, but I thought I'd at least hang out and try to program. Maybe I can teach. I don't know that I'm doing things the right way. Hell, I don't even know if I'm doing most of what I plan on doing. I don't even know what I'm doing at all. So, God, I'm talking to the void right now because I know this is gonna go up on YouTube, but that's fine. So what I think we're gonna do is one game a month challenges, and I'm gonna just record and upload my attempts at them. We're gonna use C++ and SDL2, or maybe SDL3. And the music I'm using is Glitch X City on YouTube. I just kind of randomized her playlist. It's pretty awesome stuff, and I don't know, I needed some sort of music. So, I'm unsure if we should use Visual Studio Code, because I really like GCC and G++ over Microsoft Visual C because it's a little bit more adherent to the C standard. And I tried throwing on some flags on MSVC to get it to adhere to a stricter standard, but it compiles just the same. Whereas when I play with my code for my capstone project in college in GCC on my Linux partition, I get some errors that I just was unaware of because I was using Visual Studio Community 2022. And so, after Googling, I found out that like that's just how the ISO C++ committee wanted it to be. So what we're gonna do is probably just see if we can't get VS Code, and I want to learn VS Code a little bit more. Make files maybe I'd like to learn. I know the extreme minimum of make files. Oof, pardon me. So I already did the liberty of downloading it, and if you don't have it, then I would just open up a window and go ahead and just download Visual Studio for whichever version you're using. And you can hit extensions to download various ones. Most of the time, Visual Studio is pretty smart in that, like, if you were to, God, let's go to desktop. Let's create a new folder, and we're gonna call it dev, right? And we're gonna go new folder, 1 game a month. We're gonna go new folder, June, Pong. We're gonna start with Pong for June. We don't have a lot of time, but so if I did that, right, and I go like new file, and I go main.cpp, and open chat. What is this? Oh, perfect. All right. I think I'm using. Am I using ClangD? I don't know. But maybe I should have OBS down here. Can I do such a thing? How do I don't know. We'll toss that down there for now. Whoop. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll toss that down there. So, you can't see my side window, I don't think, and that's just what I'm using for like the music and information. So if I go like that, and we'll start typing a very primitive C program, we'll go and then we'll go like something like that. I believe once you hit save, if you haven't done this already, it'll say, hey, we notice you are doing the CPP, do you want to download the CPP extensions? And you can go ahead and install the Microsoft Visual Studio ones. Now, I already have them running. Popular extensions, this extension. Yeah, so that's for, I think, file extensions. I believe this is the IntelliSense debugging and compiler. How interesting. Does this have a dark mode? It does have a dark mode. What am I doing right now if it's not that? I don't know. Maybe that is mine. And go ahead and probably, I would say, get the CMake and CMake tools. I'm going to be learning this, so you're going to be learning this with me. I know very little about this, but if we're going to use Visual Studio Code, there's not really a inherent build system to it. So I think now if I try to run this, start debugging, and we'll hit GDB. Do you think Ming W exists on here? Doubt it. So this extension brings a configuration for my MSys2, Cygwin, Ming W, and Clang toolchains. It is also built vscode. But does it come with the compiler? I don't know. It comes with Make Tools integration, cross-language debugging with GDB, isolated global path. I might have to set the path. Support for MSV CRT setup and configuration. So what I need to know is, does this actually come with specified configuration settings? So I think I still have to download. Let's just, for the giggles of it, let's just download Ming W and try to get this to work. Downloads, pre-built tool chains. So I think, do I want Ming W64? Because I don't really care to program in Ada, Fortran, Objective-C, or Assembler. So this should be fine, and it looks like it comes with will offer. So is that a promise? It doesn't. I don't know. Cygwin, many Windows. Okay, so let's find W runs 13. That would be a newer version of GCC. But then this would be the newest. Installation GitHub. Let's just see what this does for us. Minty, Bash, Cygwin. 3,300 pre-built packages, but I see download the installer, run the installer. I would probably put it on the C drive. Now, if I run that, will that let me run GCC? Package index, let's see. Build types. Base packages. Right. Okay, so I think this is going to be a learning experience for us. Let's give it a spin. I did download WinLibs earlier just to see, and I noticed that it's in there. I don't know if there's any config files, but let's give this a spin. Next. Perfect. Sure. And then we might have to change the environmental paths to search in MSys or MSys2, MSys, we'll call it MSys2. We are going through all, shuffle is on. I was wondering why we were going through all of Sun and Moon. I thought I had already hit shuffle when I looked for the YouTube, but whatever. Run, oh, it's a program? Yeah. Really? So, but what if path, edit, new, and then I go new, file explorer, we'll go to C, let's bring this into view. Bring that here. Offhand, I see Ming W. Do I need to? There's nothing there, really. Interesting. No? Okay. Is there C, D, E, F, G, GDB, GA, but no GCC, no GPP, no G. Oh, this is this GNU? LS. Does LS exist in here? Okay, so I think this is just the Linux command line. CP for copy. Let's see if that's in here. CP, yeah. Okay, so I think this is just emulating a Unix installation. That's neat. Okay. Let's see here. Bin? Yeah, that's empty. Interesting. Why is it all empty? What happens if I just run Ming64? Oh. CD home. Oh, I'm in home. CD Megan. LS. Nothing. What happens if I... Oops. Whoa. Okay. Find... I don't remember find. Does this have man? No. Doesn't have manuals. That's a darn shame. Okay, find HLP O level debug points path expression. Okay, so I'm guessing expression is a regex. Default path is the current directory. That's a bop. Ultrasun and Ultramoon had one good thing, and it was that. So I think if we go find and then something like that. No. Yeah, I think it's just recursively slow searching everything, so let's... Yes. I just want to find... Well, it would be under... Steven Battle. Nice. It wouldn't be under dev. See, in the standard it would be under user bin. But that's all the Linux commands, so... A, B, C, D, E, F, G... So it's like I have to install them almost. What if I did just WSL, like Windows sub Linux? Okay. I'm like this close to just downloading the other one because I don't know if I want to play with this. Installer resources. Nothing. Home. I don't want to go to my home. Dev? No. Auto rebase? Interesting. So how do you msys2? If that's true, let's just open command line GCC. Yeah, I didn't think so. install. I think I have WSL. Do I? I think I already installed it. I guess I could install Ubuntu. Oh. Let's do that. But while that's happening, let's go back to this and try. So much of my time has been doing this. Pre-built tool chains. See, it should be in Ming W. That's what I thought. What is this? Oh. Can I program GUI apps? You can use graphical based link applications with native. No shit. Well, that's kind of neat. So where does it? It must virtualize it, but where does it go? Creating a. Oh. Okay. Seta and Turo Battle is literally my favorite song in Pokemon history. Okay. There we go. No input files. The Pokemon Company International? 3D objects? Is this... I have no idea where this is relative. Current working directory? Sure. Anyway, while that's doing whatever it's trying to do, I still want to see if I can install package manager work in progress. Let's try this. For the giggles of it. X86, that's Ubuntu. This would probably be it, right? I suppose we'll find out. Their EXEs. How long have I been? 25 minutes. We've gotten 0 things done. Okay. I have got to clean my downloads bar. think this is it. Clang. G++ GCC. Okay, so let's go up a directory. Okay, let's copy this and we'll go to our C drive and we'll create a new folder and we'll call it mingw. Paste all that in there, it's going to take a while. I don't even know if this is going to work with vscode. What if I'm just wasting my time? It's a learning lesson. I had to turn my AC off for the sake of sound. But maybe I might add a filter in here because I am starting to get sweaty and it's only like 80 degrees. And Control Shift B. No. Okay. So add, and then we'll go here, ring W. What if I just, can I add the whole? What if I now command prompt? It's not. Do I have to apply the environmental variables? Edit. Or it might be in bin. It might be in bin. I mean, I know it's in bin, but I didn't know if it was recursive. I've not done a whole lot with. Yeah, it's still not. So if it's not, use of variables for making system variables. Why would that not? Because that's Python. GitHub. Microsoft vscode. Maybe. I'll just say browse directory. Not this PC. Is it? And then I also need to clean out my. I don't think that would matter. I think I could do it with my. I'm so confused. If it can't find it in user variables, let's. Do I have? Oh. Okay, echo path. Yeah, sure, let's try that. Oh. No? Huh. What? I feel like I'm stupid. Oh. Percent symbols, really. Yeah. Do we see... I don't... So if I go... Environmental variables... It's still there. Also, isn't it weird that that can use spaces in Linux? You wouldn't get away with that shit. Okay, Windows update path. Sure. To add a directory to the path, you'll need to open system product and environmental and then... Wait. In the system variable... I have that. That just didn't work. Oh wait, was MSys using Pacman? Is that Arch? Really? I don't know Pacman, but no, we'll say. Yeah, see, I don't know how to install. God, I feel like I'm so useless at this. Well, I feel like I'm getting closer. And according to this, guess it should have been in Ming W, and then it should have been here, and the folder is empty, so all of them are empty. Yeah. Yeah. This will install, oh wait, update packages. You know, let's just give it a spin for the giggles of it. No, because I want to just stick with what I have. Alright. Sure. Okay. I might have worked it. I don't know. There is no Pokken tournament. I don't think. I feel like I'm throwing shit at the wall. So this lets you have build. That lets you have build options. So you can see, I already did. And it didn't really make a difference. Is this? Is that what it had to do? Is that? No. Maybe I have to. Oh, you know what? I'm literally, I think I'm a 5-head. Mm-hmm. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. See, it's not. Ah. Maybe I should. All right. Locate the bin folder. Sure did. See, I did. It's right there. Is that not right? Let's, here, local C, Ming W, bin. And if I search for GCC, it's right there. So we can confirm that's where it's at. And that is exactly what I typed. So why isn't it working? Do I have to like restart to close all dialogues? Oh. Yeah, I meant. 5 head. Of course it wouldn't know about my path. It was running on the preloaded previous path. Fine. Fine. Alright, so I had it down. I was just... Perfect. No, I don't want paint.net. Oh, you know... So we have to figure out... God, we're gonna learn a lot of things, I think, over here. What is CL? Clang? Compiler path. I feel like... So what if I just went... I probably have to do that. Something like that, right? And then if I went here... Why is it looking for CL? What is CL? Where would that be here? Is that launch? Settings? This looks like it's all... Yeah. is this? Copilot? Okay. I feel like oh, this came with it. So then why is Visual Studio Code looking for CL.exe? Outside of a developer command prompt. Is that true? Command. Doesn't look like it is. So it should be in tasks. There is no tasks. I think. What's this? Is it because I know we shouldn't be using namespace, but no. Okay. What? When using the I have no idea what is going on with my VS Code. I feel like I broke it. Oh, different. There is no... directory program. Oh. So... It's all because I was setting that up wrong? Whatever. Hello. No. Yeah. So we got that working. All right. We spent 50 minutes to get Hello World to work in Visual Studio. What's run executable? Need to build. What am I looking at? Sure looks like it is. Turn off. Oh, is this? So did you build both object files? Why would you do that? That's neat. Okay. But I think... So CPP runner down here is building object files, but we're not linking them. So the linker... I feel like this must be part of... What is this? Am I running in dual pane mode? I must be. Yeah. So then if I run this, Control Shift B, and then I run this in GCC or G++. Okay, press any key, and then I go main.exe. Yeah, same thing. Okay, that's good though. That's what we want. And then if I go into desktop dev one game June Pong and I delete. Delete, and then probably... Okay. So we got... Nah. What I hope, though, is by tomorrow, because I think I might only stream maybe weekends, Mondays and Fridays or something. It's almost my bedtime because I work at 6 a.m. and I wake up at 4 a.m. Should I put this over here instead? Do something like that. So I think I might only stream Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But we have a long way if we're gonna make Pong, because I'm gonna use SDL2. Launch, GDB. Compiler R's. If I... I would have to... So I need to know... What is the root directory? See, this is workspace, but what is... Because I need to access the root directory for SDL. That's something for us tomorrow. Yeah, that's something for us tomorrow. Okay. Delete the stray comma. Alright. So I hope by tomorrow we get SDL up and running. Would like to get that running. I also want to figure out why this... It most certainly does. You need to build it first, but the problem is, start compilation. Okay, so it's loading up command, passing in G++ with all warnings, extra warnings, pedantic warnings, shadow warnings, the formatting level of 2, with a compilation level of 3. So is launch... I just think it's weird that it generates... What is that? Terminal. So it's creating hello world as out.exe but in debug mode. Why? Right there. Okay. Now I bet... Yeah, okay. So you have to hit a build And then yeah, okay. That's, I kind of want to change that to project name. So I think if I did like curly brace, $sign. Let's look at this as an example. Current. It is throwing all sorts of warning, enabling all the warnings. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's been an hour. I need to probably stop. I don't think it was a super productive day, but I don't know. Has that been on the whole time? I don't know. But tomorrow we'll see if we can get an SDL window up and running. It's gonna take me a while to learn VS Code and make and stuff. I don't know if I like CPP runner or whatever it's called. It does almost make it kind of like VS Code, but do we care about that really? Manage. I don't know. We'll tinker with this tomorrow. Probably in the early evening, late afternoon when I get off work. We'll see, or maybe before I go to bed. But thanks for watching, and yeah, tomorrow and probably not until the weekend afterwards.